Welcome back to the Tuesday edition of TTS Daily with me, Yi, and today's stories are... I actually haven't went through them. I'll be right back. Man, we need to stop these vapors, okay? Vaping is getting out of hand in Singapore. We need to stop them with love, not force. If only there was a place in Singapore where we have easy access to these youths who are vaping, you know? If only there was such a place where we can easily find them. Yup, thanks to Straits Times article published about 2 days ago, surprisingly I just read it today. Apparently, vaping is very rampant at the nightlife scene. In clubs, discos, discotheques, ballrooms, what else do you call it? What was another word for it? Clubs, dance parties. Anyway, vaping is rampant in the nightlife scenes. So much so, take a look at these pictures right here. Openly vaping and sometimes even in groups. Being in groups vaping doesn't make you invincible exactly, you know. Anyway, this gives me a lot of new context that I didn't know, because I was thinking like, we already know vaping is bad and vaping is illegal. Yes, vaping is illegal. So why would you do it in a club? And these clubs have signs that says no vaping, no e-vaporizers, and they do security checks before patrons are let in, right? So why would they still do it inside the clubs? I think some do it outside, some even do it in designated smoking areas, and like I said, the rest inside the clubs. So it seems that to them, to these vapors, this is a matter of convenience. Instead of walking all the way out to the designated smoking area, they could just do it conveniently under the dim lighting. I never thought of it because I'm so out of touch with this sector of Singapore. I'm sure there's a lot of us out there watching this that are just like me, you know, above 40, don't drink, don't party anymore, you know. So I'm really out of touch and I'm surprised by this context. Who would have imagined there will be so many people vaping at clubs? We already have people openly vaping in cars, private hire vehicles, buses, and MRTs. So, yep, I guess that makes sense. Also, don't exactly give me like, hey, but they were just vaping nicotine, No. Just look at what the health minister has said before. Out of 100 seized vapes, about 1/3 contains intermediate lace K-pods. So no, okay, don't give me the excuse. And there are witness reports of, people slurring, stuttering, staggering in clubs. Or it could just be a new dance trend, right? Anyway, now that we all know where all these vapors like to gather, right? It's just a matter of time before the friendly authorities will pay these places a visit. Breaking news, BlueSG, Singapore's only point-to-point electric car sharing service, will pause operation from August 8, 2025 at 11:59 PM to undergo a major platform upgrade. This news was shared on 4th of August. You will probably be watching this on the 5th of August. That means only a 4 days window before their operations are paused. Isn't this a little bit surprising? Users have expressed surprise, okay? Because it was only a really short 4-day notice. And they also lamented the temporary loss of service, but however, do not worry, users with remaining credits or subscriptions will be fully refunded by 31st August 2025, okay? Please update your contact details in the BlueSG app by August 16 for Pay Now link refunds. But then once again, why this sudden announcement? Did they forget to announce it like earlier, a month earlier or something? And like I said, this is a platform upgrade, okay? Though many people are wondering too, could it be possible that they have some kind of difficulties? Because it is a short 4 days notice. But they have come out to telling us that a new service is set to launch in 2026, featuring a refreshed fleet. Thankfully, because apparently a lot of comments were also about like some of their fleets are really worn out. expanded pickup drop-off points, advanced technology. This part is interesting when they say advanced technology. I'm thinking, could it be possible we are gonna get autonomous driving vehicles for car sharing? Imagine a service car sharing pool with autonomous driving technology and improve reliability and user experience, okay? And as such, a portion of the BlueSG workforce will face layoffs, sadly. I mean, yeah, times are really tough. So, you know, F&B is not doing well, and apparently, like what we just covered a few days ago, also the construction industry and ID industry, interior design. So, yep. So maybe that explains the sudden announcement. Or maybe I'm just being fussy and actually 4 days notice isn't short at all. I actually found a thread on Reddit Singapore that was discussing this sudden notice. What do you call people on Reddit? This Redditor said, my best guess, they are splitting the charging and car renting businesses, selling the electric cars to and the remaining only as a charging operator for them. That's why they need 3 months to rebrand all the cars with new stickers. Very interesting conspiracy theory, but then they did say an expanded fleet. So, nope. This Redditor reminisce about the good old days. I remembered back when they gave free 3 hours per day for 3 to 6 months for the first few hundred signups. Was lucky to be one of them. Lucky you. At that time, their cars were new and very nice to drive. But then 1 to 2 years down the road, when they had more and more users, the car started to be trashed a lot. Missing wheel covers, very dirty interior, this missing, that missing. Oh, that started well but ended on a bit of a sour note. And someone replied, okay, I mean, it's all alleged, okay? All alleged, okay? All these are just comments from our Reddit Singapore, okay? All alleged, okay? No facts, just reading comments by, from netizens. So this reply said, yeah, they totally stopped cleaning the interiors. Main reason I stopped using them, every time used, get allergies. Oh, okay, that's a big concern because I also get allergies easily. That's your coverage of the sudden breaking news for BlueSG services. And also let us know if you're interested for us to start covering gems or stories from Reddit Singapore, okay? Because, yeah, looks like this might be a new treasure trove of news. Remember all those crazy life hacks, useful life hacks they used to teach us with regards to, making the earth a better place, green earth, save the environment by recycling water, One of the greatest tips was like, use the water that you use to wash your vegetables to water your plants. Use the water that you use to wash your food to water your plants. And this restaurant in China might have some similar recycling, green earth movement here inspired, but with the wrong context. So actually, a restaurant in Lianyungang, China was shut down after being found they were using their air conditioner condensation to soak ingredients, like certain food, like noodle strips, dried noodle strips, or the dried guotiao, soak them in water first before cooking. But instead of using tap water like a normal human being would, they use water from the aircon condensation. On initial thought, people would think like, oh my god, that's ingenious. Isn't that really all about the green earth movement, recycling, save the environment? No, because the condensation water from the AC air conditioner can harbor bacteria and fungi, okay? They should not be used for food preparation. You want to use it like how you reuse your food water, the one after washing your food. Use it to water the plants. I hope it's safe for the plants too, by the way, that the water from the AC condensation. So anyway, initially the restaurant used tap water for soaking ingredients like a normal human being, but later switched to diverting aircon condensation into the same containers. Is water that expensive? Is tap water really so expensive in Lianyungang nowadays? And they almost got away with it because they rarely have walk-in customers, as they operated solely through food delivery platform with no dine-in service. Seriously, How long have this been going on, okay? Anyway, the Supervision Bureau have investigated, sealed off food items for testing, and ordered the restaurant to suspend operations for rectification. I mean that it is very easily rectified, just turn on the tap water and it's rectified, okay? And it was also removed from online food delivery platforms. So yeah, so this could be just, maybe the owner wanted to do a little bit of green earth movement, some recycling life hacks, recycled water, but wrong idea, wrong context. I mean, come on, the AC condensation water at most, what he could have used, okay, the AC condensation water, use that water to mop the floors. Right? But wait. Once again, that water could harbor bacteria and fungi. Now I think about it, maybe you couldn't use the AC condensation water to even mop the floors, just probably use it for your plants. Also, I really pity the plants at this stage.